In this video, I will tell you more about core web vitals, what they are and how you can improve them to get better ranking for your website. Hey, what's up marketers? I'm Eduard Dziak, the founder of B2B-digitalmarketers.com, the place where you can learn how to grow your digital marketing effectively. And in today's video, I'm going to tap into the new Google Search Console features, the core web vitals, what it means for your website, how it affects your website, and how you can improve them to get better ranking. So if you find this video valuable, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I publish every week a new video for you to level up your digital marketing. And without further ado, let's get started. So let's first start. What are the core web vitals? Core web vitals have been introduced by Google somewhere in May of 2020. And these are the essential metrics that Google is looking at to determine the website quality in terms of user experience and reflect the real-world experience of a critically user-centric outcome. And of course, Google is planning using these metrics as a ranking factor in the near future in 2021. Well, at least that's the plan. And that is why they were introduced earlier this year. So webmasters and website owners have a time to adjust their websites accordingly. So you are pretty screwed. I can see your core web vital statistic and that's a redder than Red Sea. Huh? What are you talking about, man? The Red Sea is not red. I mean, yeah, I guess I need to fix some issues on my website, but I'm not alone. Most probably you have issues to fix on your website as well, right? And so to better understand it, how we can fix it, let's look at the three core web vitals. The three core web vitals, Musketeers, I like to call them, are the current aspects that Google is looking at to determine the user experience of each web page. And of course, within time, Google is planning to add more aspects to the core web vitals, but these are the three most important at this moment, which is in the September 2020 I'm recording this video. So maybe by the time you are watching this video, it could be a bit different, but most likely this will happen in 2021 and later on. So the first one is a large contentful pane, LCP, and what it means is basically the time from once you click on the link to seeing most of the website content like text, pictures, videos, and etc. on your browser. And the good score for LCP is below 2.5 seconds. The second, first input delay, FID, and what it means is basically the time of interaction of your website when user click on the link, button, menu, video, form, etc. This for blog website is not usually a problem, but for more interactive websites like forums and social media, this metric is super important, and the good score for FID is 100 milliseconds. The third one and last one is cumulative layout shift, the CLS, and what it means is how stable is your website design. If you, for example, scrolling down a page and things start popping up, like for example ads, that can cause you to click on something else which you don't want, or you can even click on the ad itself. And here you can actually see a pretty good example from Google. So this is the three main musketeers of the new Google feature, the core web vitals. You might not see them if your website is new and did not have enough traffic to collect enough data to see the results, like for example in this case. But don't worry, they will show once you have larger website traffic. So how they actually affect your website? Like I already said about Google's intention to use these aspects as a ranking factor in 2021. So obviously it will affect the website ranking in some way. And Google already started slowly moving towards these metrics as when they introduced mobile first indexing in July 2019 and also page speed as a small ranking factor. By the way, if you want to know more about how Google actually looks at the website page speed, check out my video here where I explain page speed and how significant it is. Or it's not, well, just check it out after this video. So let's check out a few case studies on how core web vitals affect your website if you meet their threshold. Why? Because obviously if you start having a lot of red pages, your ranking will be affected, and not just that, but your bounce rate, conversion rate, sessions and more that will negatively affect your website and your sales. The first example is from rosinol.com. Well, I hope I pronounced it well. Well, we'll see. Where they focused on their load time. Rosinol is a big brand operating in dozens of countries with 40 plus stores across them, and they launched a new project to improve their user experience on their website. Their biggest problem was their load time, which could be as long as 10 to 15 seconds, and that obviously was affecting the brand bounce rate, conversion rate and sales. So after 12 months of hard working and redesigning and optimizing their website, they've improved their load time by 1.9 seconds and kept their speed index by a factor of 10, contributing to a 94% improvement in conversion rate when compared to the year prior. Which website with a peak of 2.2 million unique visitors in skiing countries makes a massive difference in sales. The second example is Aldo brand, where they look at page speed as a fast equal cash, and this gave them the need they have to improve their e-commerce store rendering page speed. So after improving their website, Aldo found that on their single page app, mobile users who experience fast rendering times brought 75% more revenue than average and 327% more revenue than those experiencing slow rendering times. On desktop, users with fast rendering times brought in 212% more revenue than average and 572% more than on slow. And this is crazy. And how the page speed can influence e-commerce store sales, and it literally shows that fast equal cash. And we could go on, but I hope you've got the idea. But if you want to check out more case studies, you can learn more about them here on wpostats.com. You'll find all kinds of statistics and case studies about websites improving their core vitals and how they improve their ranking, sales, conversion rate and more. So check out the link in description. So when I have explained how core web vitals are actually affecting your website when you are trying to meet the thresholds, let's look at how you can improve your core web vitals. How you can improve your core web vitals is quite a tricky question as every website is a bit different. Therefore, I will give you 3 to 5 tips on how to improve each of those aspects. So let's first start with the large contentful paint (LCP) and what you can do to improve this aspect. This aspect is mainly focused on loading the visual stuff, so that is where we will be looking at the most. So what you can do to optimize LCP is compress and optimize your pictures. You can use online tools such as tinyjpeg.com, tinypng.com or my favorite convertio.io. I also like to compress the picture and then convert it into WebP picture format designed by Google. The next is using lazy load for your pictures and videos. Another great thing is using CDN, Content Delivery Network. And lastly, using AMP version if you can, especially for your blog post. The second is first input delay, FID, and what you can do to improve this aspect. This aspect is mainly focused on how well is your website interactive. You know, the feeling with all 95 Windows XP when you click on icon and nothing happens. So you click twice and still nothing happened. So you start clicking 1,000 times and still nothing happened. Alright, let's play a Pac-Man. I said Pac-Man. Alright. You asked for it. Still nothing. So yeah, this aspect is about to avoid this kind of situation, and this is what you can do. Try to use as less JavaScript and redirecting for your website as possible. Do not overcomplicate your head section with too many codes, like for example code from Google Analytics, third-party tools and others. If you can, use Google Tool Tag Manager. The next are plugins, and they actually cause a lot of problems with FID, and therefore it is recommended to use as little plugins as possible on your website. And lastly, use a page speed optimization plugin, like for example my favorite WP Racket. And last is cumulative layout shift, CLS, and what you can do to improve this aspect. This aspect is mainly focused on the unexpected movement of a page, like I show you the video from Google. This usually happens because resources are loaded asynchronously, or DOM elements get dynamically added to the page above existing content. So this is what you can do to improve the CLS. Avoid using ads on your website, like for example Google AdSense. Next, try to use Google fonts rather than fancy fonts on your website. Sometimes they can take a lot of time to load, which can cause the unexpected movement of the page. And lastly, invest in proper hosting if you are serious with your website. By the way, I have left links in the description for my 2 favorite website hosting. Alright, and that's all about how you can improve your core web vitals. I know these can be quite tricky to improve, and I strongly recommend using a professional help of a website developer. Also, using well-optimized themes and website builders like for example Elementor. I will leave links in description for the optimized themes for your WordPress site and also for my 2 favorite freelancing sites, Fiverr and Upwork, to find a website developer to help you with a core web vitals if you need it. So check it out. Alright, and before we end this session, let's answer the 5 frequently asked questions about core web vitals. What tools can I use to measure core web vitals? Google has provided numerous tools for you to measure effectively the core web vitals. You can check out this picture. When exactly core web vitals will take effect in the ranking? Google was planning by end of this year in 2020, but then due to COVID-19 they have to move the date to somewhere in the middle of 2021. Why can I see my core web vitals showing data? As you can see in this picture, your core web vitals data are collected from your users in real time and reflect their users' experience. So if you do not have enough traffic on your website, then it will show this message. Once you got enough traffic, around 1000 users per month, you will start seeing the data. Does core web vitals affect ranking? In the current situation, Google is planning to use this aspect as a ranking factor, but currently only a small portion is used as a small ranking factor, which is page speed. What if I don't improve my core web vitals after Google release it? Then you can expect your website ranking will be effective. How much is not currently known, but Google will take consequences if your website does not meet their core web vitals criteria. This is because they want to delight their users with great user experience, and slow loading website with unexpected appearing stuff or non-interactive website it's very bad user experience. Therefore, they will prefer websites that can provide a better user experience. And that was all the 5 frequently asked questions about Core Web Vitals. But if you have more questions, just leave them below in the comment section and I will do my best to answer them all. And that is all from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something new, so don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video if you like it. And leave a comment below what you think about Core Web Vitals. Also, don't forget to check out all my links in the description to help you improve your Core Web Vitals, your digital marketing, content marketing, and other aspects of your marketing. Ciao!